Baseball's a super hard sport, let alone trying to swing like Aaron Judge, which I'm trying to do. And what I mean by that is like the Teacherman swing. My swing is super rough, right? But before it used to be even worse in the sense that I would just like totally go by what like the traditional tips always are, like plant that leg, keep squish the bug, hands to the ball. And I'd literally have my bat like knob right here by my shoulders and go from here. That was chop wood. And I would do that and I would follow that to a T. So I've done that for years. So I'm trying to like adjust it and I'm trying to fix it. And I've been watching Teacherman's videos, right? So that's pretty cool. This is me. Yay. And I feel like I got the leg thing down kind of all right, but I don't know. I'm still having a rough go. So this is like the first time I'm recording like a swing in game, and I just kind of wanted to see what was going on. I already looked at it. I cheated a little. So I saw what happened. It was basically my hand. I'll show you. So pitcher's getting set. Okay. Let's break this down here. Boom. Swing and a miss. I think what messed me up here. Okay, look. Pitcher's getting ready. I'm getting ready. Right after he's ready, right? So I'm loaded up right there. So here's one thing I've only found like recently. I'm ready to swing at this point. Here, I'll use my mouse since you can see my mouse. You see me? Woo! I'm ready to swing here. I'm ready to go. But the problem is my hands keep drifting and moving. And see that little bit of like my lead leg and my shoulder, right? My front shoulder, my front leg are drifting a little bit, and my hands are lagging behind. Right? Here, let me let it play. I'll play in slow motion. Look. Hands dragging behind. That move right there, and then it's like and I know this is it's so hard to work on this. It's super horizontal. What does he say? He says we need to see a Ferris wheel, right? Not a merry-go-round. And this is super merry-go-round. It's super horizontal. I'm swinging across. It starts low. The swing starts low and finishes low. See that? Wonk. No good. But I think you can still hit the ball, right? It's not most efficient for you to swing like that, but I still think you can. Like even before, I used to always have really good like contact skills, I guess. But I think what's messing me up here, so I think you definitely can still swing like that and get contact. You're just not gonna, hit it very, you're not gonna barrel up many balls or square many baseballs up. So here, I'm telling you, I think it's that lag. You see that lag? Those hands, not just a lag, but it's like moving away from my body. And one thing I learned recently is like when we're ready to swing, right? Once you load, we have to stay there. We have to stay there until you're ready to swing. So once you're loaded, stay there until we're swinging. As soon as you start moving your hands at all, that's no good. So boom, strike one. And I think I was doing this all game. Here comes a second pitch. Right, let's see what I did. I'm still doing it. You see how the hands, it's something I'm working on, right? Basically, the hands drag, the body goes forward, the hands drag, and then we do like a super horizontal swing. Look, body's forward, hands drag. Look at that. You see that? These frames, I think. This is where I lose ability to make. I'm like cheating myself at least. Okay, I actually hit that one to center. Catches it. It wasn't horrible, the contact, but it could be a lot better. And I do think that movement, that hand movement, cost me. And let me see if this was any better than the first one. All right. We're here. We're loaded. And we turn. I drop it. Super flat. But I get under it. And that's what helps it go. Not necessarily that the swing path was good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell. I should have probably done like a side-by-side. Because this one I completely missed. I might have just been late on it too. I mean, let's see. Right there we can kind of tell. Because Can I do anything with this? No. You can kind of see right there. I'm late. So a couple things were happening there. Here comes the ball. I'm a little earlier. That helped a lot. I think that's just the difference there. So I'm earlier. Cool. So that was the first at bat. Out. Pop up to center. Pop up or line drive? How generous should I be here to myself? Yeah, it's a fly out. Okay. Second at bat. What happened here? I can tell I'm ready. Whenever I'm like, all right, let's go. I want to hit something good. This pitcher is pretty good, by the way. Pretty decent. There's a lot of good players out here. So he threw on that. Am I? Okay, ball low. Did he call it a strike? Did he? No, he didn't. I don't think so. Here's the second pitch. Looked like it was a little outside, maybe. Call it a strike. Okay. 1-1. Here's a pitch. He's going to release it. I'm ready. I'm ready to swing. Okay. All right. He called out a ball, so it's 2-1. Here comes the ball. Am I ready? So I'm just looking at the pitcher right here. I should be ready to hit right here already. Looks like I am. So I do think I do like a decent job at that. And even that alone has helped me a lot. You know, Teacherman talks about you got to be ready, right? We're one-legged swinging, he calls it. So I feel like I do a decent job at that. And I'm telling you before, I got into like a terrible slump where I was just striking out pretty much every single at bat. So that's helped me at least like have a shot, right? Now I'm trying to work on things like actually having a better swing, right? The leg thing helped me with timing. And you can see right here. That's like horrific. That's like horrific in the sense of like you're going to have no shot. And let me zoom in for emphasis. No shot. You're going to have like no shot at hitting the ball if you do this move that I do here. So, oh shoot, you can't see. Look at that. So here I am. Whee! Getting ready. And look, the hands drop. And I kind of arm bar myself here. It's just a real funky swing. That's one thing I've also noticed too. One thing I've noticed with these swings that like when in practice swings, I hit the ball pretty hard and pretty good when it feels connected. Like when I feel like it's one swing. And sometimes it feels disconnected. And even if I hit it, it doesn't feel like I got it all. And this swing I think is a good example of like a disconnected swing. You see, and I mean disconnected in terms of like my body's going, but my hands are lagging behind. See, body's going and hands, not only are they lagging behind, but my hands actually pull my hands back more. That's no good. Do you see what I'm talking about? See that? So I'm ready to go, and then my hands go back. I'm telling you, you are going to be way better off, and I feel this, if when you're loaded and ready to swing, we don't do any more moving at all. We're loaded and we're swinging. We're not doing this. I'm talking to myself, so I got to play this back for myself. And swing and a miss. Here, let's play this in slow motion. Ball, see it lagging behind. Whoop. I want to see if there's a way to see, like, is it off? Yeah. My bat went under it. You can see that there. Right? My bat goes under it, and I think it's because of that move. Yep. Strike. All right, here we go. He's ready, right? At release. That means I should be ready to go. Looks like I am ready to go at release. You see the pitcher over here is ready to go. Looks like I'm loaded. But the problem is I got to stay there until it's time to swing, and I probably don't do that. See that? I already don't like this move here. It's like I'm sweeping. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like It's weird. It's weird. And it's like these little things. It may seem silly, but it's these little things that I think can keep, from a good hit to a bad hit, from a swing to a miss. It's all in the little things like this. So I'm lagging behind. So far I feel like I do a good job at being one-legged, I think, as far as I understand it, right? Boom, ready, one-legged, getting ready. But the swing, that's what I'm trying to work on now. So we can't do that. Womp, you see that? Womp. And it's so flat. So I see a couple problems, and this is what I'm learning. Two problems is, first of all, I'm doing some motion, right? I have some motion after I'm ready. So I'm ready, and then this, no good. Not only that, but I think I'm too low because I always start here. And this is my theory. I think sometimes I do when I'm on, it's because I'm ready and I got to the spot, which is where my hands are. I got to that spot early enough. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, I got to relax because it's, mental. I'm like, I got to relax. And in that relaxation, sometimes I'll stay rested on my shoulder for too long. And then I'm ready and I'll literally swing from here. And this kind of produces like some handcuff swings because I don't get to this spot. I don't have like, my hands aren't like back and ready, they're here. And then I'm forced to work there. And the other thing is I do think that affects the swing path, right? Because from here is so much harder, I think, to stay behind it and do that little snap and tilt that he describes. That is like non-existent in my swings here. Because recently, I've started to swing, but I started a little higher, and I think that helps it, right? Even if I'm doing thinking the same thing, I do think it helps the bat path if you start a little higher, a little more ready, more so than like how I like to do here and have my hands by my shoulder, right? That's what I'm doing. Yeah, see, like that. And I have to get to my spot, but I think I would benefit from having those hands a little higher. Yeah, that's my thought. So there it is. Hello, grounder. Here, let's watch it in full speed. I remember that. He threw it away. Anyway, I got on first. I'll take it. Sunday League single, baby. Same thing. So here's a few examples. We're just going through these. Body's leaning forward. Hands are moving back. And ironically, I feel like that was... Am I crazy? I feel like they were teaching that a while. I remember Josh Donaldson being like on MLB Network talking about, we want that band, right? You want your hips going forward, your hands are back, and the most separation, the more power you can get. And I think that's probably true. Like, that's a thing. I don't think I know people argue, like I see them online talking about like, oh, the Teacherman swing is no good, and how are you going to, all these things. I think different things work for different people. And like that Josh Donaldson, when he was talking about that, I think it's true. I think you can hit that. And I think you do have a lot of power doing that separation, landing that leg and letting it rip. But I think it's a lot harder to hit, especially with some better pitchers. And I did notice that when I was hitting like that, I would hit harder, but I was just pulling everything. And that's not really something I personally want. But I don't know. I think it's somewhere in between, I kind of think. Because I randomly looked at like some old footage before I even ever thought about doing something like this. And when I did land that leg, here, you know what? I haven't actually looked for that. Do I land that leg before I? Kind of, but it's just so soft. The forward motion is what I'm talking about. It's kind of soft. Like the weight transfer is kind of soft, I think. So I don't hit the ball that hard. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. Because if I'm doing it, maybe it's a problem that some of you are also doing, right? Whether you're a Sunday leaguer or a little leaguer or somebody who just for whatever reason wants to know about baseball. Yeah, this is one issue that I was having that I noticed that I'm trying to work on. And there's so many things that can go wrong. So, like, the hands are there. You know what? Here. Look at me. I'm going to pause it when I'm set. I'm set. So from this point, the less movement you have that's not a swing, the better. So ideally, I would swing from here. Like no more extra motion. But unfortunately, my hands, I think, go back. Ooh, you see that? And they go back without me, and it becomes a little disconnected, very flat. Look at that, very flat, and then I just push the bat through. Yeah. So, because the fielder in this kind of step back, shortstop, you see him step back? He was a little too late the throw. Here, I think, is my last at bat, which was a strikeout. And it's just more of the same thing. Right? And that move cost me because I remember in this at bat, I did see like a meatball pitch where I was like, heck yeah, baby. That I just couldn't do anything with. That one was really good. I remember. I really liked that pitch. And it just feels weird. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you see a ball and it looks like a freaking beach ball and it looks like you can just rip it. And then you swing right through it and you wonder what's going on. You know, it could be, that's why sometimes it's helpful to record yourself because I think what's going on here is literally just the hands. See, I'm ready right there. Here. I'm ready. Boom. From here, it should be the swing, but that's not what's going to happen. See, it's like there's too much. It's moving back. That's not good. This, I think, is no good from these 2 or 3 frames. Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You see how my hands are lagging back? They're not with me. It's disconnected, and I think that's causing me to be late on this. It's like my body's on time, but my hands are not. Like it's itching in on me. It was a little late. Yeah, it was a little late because you want to hit that out in front, but look at that. And I was under it. And I think it totally messes, that little movement also messes with the path in terms of like even thinking hands to the ball, which, you know, it's like now like old school mentality is probably not the best. Even thinking that, when you put your hands back, I think it throws off your swing plane. That's been my experience. So I totally swung right under that one. That was a good pitch. I think this pitch was even better. Yeah, that pitch was even better, and I couldn't hit it because of that just weird movement in my hand. So look, pitcher's here. He's about to throw. I'm ready. So from this position, again, I should be ready to roll. I should be ready to unleash. No movement that's not swinging should happen, but it does. See that movement? That's a killer. So right there. I don't know if you can feel it, but there's like this weird lag here. Slow motion. See that? And that weird lag probably cost me a solid hit. And the swinging is flat, yes, and all that, but first is just the hands that I'm trying to focus on. Yeah. Hands are lagging and late. And eventually leads to a strikeout. Let's see what happened. Take a ball. Where was this? Outside. It's a good pitch. Go pitch. Blue was helping me out. Let's see. I should be ready right there. I do look ready. Already, I feel like I'm like lunging forward a little bit right there. Lunging forward, hand state. I'm like doing this. Not ideal. Late again, right? That thing is already in on me, and I'm trying to catch up to it. Trying to push through, and I swing. I can't really tell because it's kind of blurry. See that? Anyways, strike 3, sit down. Luckily, we end up winning this game, but I didn't help as much as I could have. I didn't contribute. So, hey, I'm probably going to title this. I don't know if I said it up top that, like, you know, trying to swing like Aaron Judge. What I mean like that is, like, I'm trying to use Teacherman's tips to try to improve my swing. That's kind of all there is to it. He's helped me a lot already just with the timing of it, like the leg part. The swing it's got to get fixed. So, I'm focusing on, probably on the next video I upload, I'll be talking about, or I'll be trying out, like, to mentally think about, hey, don't move until you're swinging, right? So we're set, and then we're swinging if we're swinging. If we're not, let's not do this or this or this. We're set and we're ready. That's kind of my takeaway from this game. Maybe record yourself if you're having a similar issue where you feel like you can see the ball and you feel like you should be hitting it, but you're swinging right through it or right under it. Maybe record your next at bat and see what your hands are doing, like after you're ready. So once we're set, once we're loaded and we're ready, what are your hands doing? That would be my advice based off my own personal experiences. But yeah, if you like the video, don't forget to like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. Peace.